Today is the first day of Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and it is a huge problem nationwide, one that spans across all races, religious backgrounds, and every economic status.
Well, for some victims, domestic violence can turn deadly, and the most commonly used weapon is a gun. Kristen Pierce tells us about a new law that went into effect today that aims to protect victims and survivors.
This is the minute I saw.
January 13th, 2009, Elizabeth Mahoney says she was in her bedroom when she heard her then husband arguing with her daughter. She broke up the fight and was calming her daughter down when her husband walked up from behind her.
Suddenly her eyes got huge because she saw him with the gun before I did. And as I turned, then the first bullet struck me.
Elizabeth was shot 2 more times after that. Her daughter, India, was also shot, but the 18-year-old high school senior didn't survive.
Do you think a part of you died that night?
Oh, more than a part of me.
And cases like this are far too common. In fact, statistics show that the presence of a gun in a domestic violence situation increases the risk of homicide for women by 500%.
You never know what happens during a time when someone is really upset or very angry, what they might do when the weapon is right in close proximity.
A new law that went into effect Monday aims to remove that danger. Accused abusers with a restraining order against them must now relinquish or transfer their firearms. It's already illegal for abusers to possess firearms, but now in every parish in the state, there must be a system in place to get those weapons out of reach.
At the end of the day, the entire criminal justice system needs to treat domestic violence like the serious crime that it is.
Elizabeth agrees, saying more needs to be done.
It's not a remedy, but it's a step.
Kristen Pierce, Eyewitness News.
Every sheriff, clerk of court, and district attorney of each parish will have a system in place to relinquish or transfer firearms by January 1st, 2019. Now, the punishment for violating the new law is steep. If convicted, people face up to 25 years hard labor and a fine of $1,000 to $5,000. The Louisiana Sheriff's Association worked closely with lawmakers to craft this legislation. People convicted of domestic abuse battery can have their guns back after 10 years.